Yeah, welcome. Sam's back. This
Yes,
is
sir.
this is Brandish the Dark Revenant. I'm getting some feedback from your end,
Sam.
Sam.
Can you
Yeah,
can you hear me now? Let me close a
yeah,
program or two and see if that helps.
yeah. I just mainly don't want to be hearing my own voice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam, do you know what Brandish the Dark Revenant is?
I think I've seen one or two things about it, but no, I have not played it myself.
It's a PSP game that just came out this year.
Oh, are you playing via emulation? I see.
This is a real PSP right here.
Nice.
Yep, I used a program called Remote Joy Lite. Doesn't work with everything, but it works with this and Legend of Heroes, so I'm good. But yeah, this game is a remake of the old Super Nintendo game Brandish, and it took us like, hold on, I can't find the copyright date, and so I'm gonna minimize Skype right here so that I can monitor the frame rate. Yeah, this I can't find it, but I think it was like 7 or 8 years that it took to get this game. It came out in like January, and I've been playing it ever since.
Nice.
Oh, hold
Yeah, I
on.
didn't know that any PSP games would be released. So
Well, there's another one coming out this year too. Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky Part 2. I just realized that I forgot to plug the audio in, and, uh,
hmm?
and I'm just
In the
gonna
game.
need. Yeah. Now I need to open up the volume mixer and lower the audio so that I can hear you. Can you say something? Yeah,
Testing
I can
one
hear
two
you.
three.
I can hear you. We're good. So, we had a topic that we were going to discuss
Yeah.
about how one of I just died, but how one of the greatest companies in gaming has decided to start canceling pretty much everything and go into mobile gaming.
For those who can't already guess, we're talking about Konami.
Yeah,
Should we first cover things seem to start falling apart, I think, around the time that they announced that Kojima was leaving.
I don't know if they actually have announced Kojima's leaving. There's still rumors here, and they say that he's still involved in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, but besides that, I think they pretty much stated that he's not
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure
playing with
that's
them anymore.
yeah, that's gonna be like his last game with them. I mean, if I mean, you remember how Ground Zeroes turned out.
Yeah,
It was a tech demo.
it was pretty much a tech demo for retail purchase.
Yeah, you know that kind of thing has happened in the past, but that's usually included with another game.
Yeah,
And guess what game they released just about that time? It was Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
indeed. Another game which, if I recall, Konami settled the Castlevania series.
Well, they've essentially started ripping off Devil May Cry.
But back to Kojima. Yeah, there hasn't been any real word why at all yet, has there? There's been rumors and speculation, but
No, I mean, maybe they're trying to stuff microtransactions into it, and he doesn't want it.
that's possible. It kind of makes me feel disappointed, but then again, this kind of stuff's happening with other companies like Capcom and the creator of Mega
Yeah.
Man a few years ago.
Well, Keiji Inafune went off and founded two companies. He's to make Mega Man games that aren't actually Mega Man. And you got your Mighty Number Nine, you got your Azure Striker Gunvolt,
Mhm.
stuff like that. And And then the creator of Castlevania split off from Konami too, and
Jeez.
started making a spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night.
If I recall that game's already been kickstarted, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's reached more than its intended goals in a while. And guess who? Guess who jumped the Konami ship after they fired him?
Who?
David Hayter.
Arr,
Yeah, they fired him as the role of Big Boss after Metal Gear Solid 4, or they didn't want him doing Big Boss anymore. And then they confirmed that he wasn't going to be Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 5. And yeah, he's doing voice acting for that new Castlevania game.
the one that's the kickstarted title. That's not a real Castlevania game, but
Yeah, but it's essentially Castlevania.
yeah, it's essentially a Metroidvania title.
Yeah. But yeah, his name is listed right on the Kickstarter page. And just like, we'll have voice acting from David Hayter. And, I'm glad that that he was actually writing a script. He actually wrote a script for Metal Gear Solid, the movie. And Konami turned him down, and they also didn't want him playing the role of Solid Snake in the movie.
Yeah, that's peculiar. I mean, he's pretty much been the face of Solid Snake in North America since Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I mean, there was no... Snake was completely voiceless before he came around, and he was... he is... that was stupid of me. Become iconic in his own right, and it's like tossing out Peter Cullen in the next Transformers movie. It was like, hell, it's like tossing out Peter Cullen in Generation 2. Because iconography is a huge thing, and that's part of the reason why people didn't like Sonic's redesign in Sonic Boom, because it messed with
I think the Knuckles redesign was kind of peculiar. For me, it looks like Knuckles was doped up on steroids or something.
Yeah, he was looking kind of derpy.
Yeah, it was. I guess they have to refresh the marketing, but
well, they can do that without messing up the characters too. But yeah, back to Konami.
Yeah, besides the Metal Gear Solid thing, which I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about, we have more recent issues that also involve Kojima, the Silent Hills project.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro was the one who confirmed that was canceled.
Yeah, wasn't what's his name was no longer licensed to be the acting star. That's one of the reasons I think they said that it was canceled.
I don't know, but I do know that Konami doesn't like Silent Hill anymore.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
They haven't stated at all real issues or answers to this. I know that also people are bummed out because the PT demo.
Yeah, they took PT off the store.
It was also removed from re-download for anybody that did.
Yeah, it was like when I heard that it was going to be removed from the store, I automatically added it to my account, but I can't play it because I don't have a PS4 and I didn't download it. And yeah, it's Jim Sterling said something about this. He mentioned how he mentioned that this is, digital distribution is seriously starting to kill gaming history. Because it removes actual physical games from...
That's the issue I've had, because I realized that a couple DLC games are gone now this year, like the world is no longer available.
Well, you know, when Activision lost the Marvel license, they had to take off pretty much all of their games. They had to take Deadpool off the store. They had to take the Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh no, it was Capcom too. After the Disney buyout, everyone lost the rights because of Disney Infinity.
Yeah.
You know, Marvel vs.
Disney changed
Capcom 2
everything.
isn't out.
But yeah, I'm also upset about the fact that Silent Hills completely was canceled. There's no answer. I
Yeah.
haven't actually got around to really playing the series, but I've played a little bit of it, and I have many friends that respect it.
Yeah.
Also, for those who don't know, the Silent Hill was the entire game series was inspired by a movie made in 1990
Well,
called Jacob's Black.
it was also inspired by Resident Evil and Konami's desire to cash in on that boom.
Yeah, but more so, you should actually check out Jacob's Ladder. It's an
Um,
interesting movie, and you'll definitely see why.
Yeah, I thought that Silent Hill 2 was more specifically inspired by Jacob's Ladder, or at least that's what I heard. But
Yeah, well, the whole series, if you pay attention, it's obvious.
yeah, it was like I played a little bit of Silent Hill Origins and I played a little bit of Shattered Memories, but I haven't actually played a whole lot of the series. Metal Gear was always more my stride, and it's like I tried
Yeah,
playing some of the original Silent Hill, and it's like the camera was all wonky.
I just never had a physical copy or anything to emulate it on properly whenever I had time, so I haven't got around to it. But I do plan on getting it. I picked up Silent Hill 2 with a bundle of PS2 stuff from an online sale. So I'm going to get around to it once I take care of some other priorities in my life.
Yeah.
But, you know, man, Alex, it's kind of a shame to see some of these game series go, but
Yeah.
then if you think about it, you don't want them to stick around too long and get milked dry.
Well, yeah, that's what Konami was doing for a while. Was they were
Milking their own series.
they were
that
milking.
everybody loved.
Yeah, they were milking. I mean, do you remember Portable Ops, right?
Portable Ops, I don't think was a bad title.
Portable Ops,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't. It was like they made it completely without Kojima.
Yeah, well, that was also like the first attempt at making a Metal Gear game, Metal Gear game on the PSP. Not Acid, that thing.
Yeah, Acid is what's that? A trading card game?
It is a trading card slash strategy stealth game. So imagine like Final Fantasy Tactics or something, but you use trading cards to do moves. And it's also a stealth game, so you basically have to hide from everybody. It's really long and slow and drawn out, so
It sounds kind of tedious.
it is really tedious and slow.
I remember that was actually the first experience I had with the Metal Gear series. I was like looking around and I saw Japanese copies of Metal Gear Acid 2, and I was like wondering what it was.
Yeah, I don't really recommend that sub-series. Then again, pretty much every Metal Gear Solid spin-off has been pretty terrible.
Metal Gear what?
Metal Gear spin-off has been pretty terrible so far.
Well, there's well, let's see there. That would be
The Metal Gear Snake's Revenge was pretty bad.
that was Snake's Revenge, and the one on the Metal Gear for NES. That wasn't even actually Metal Gear. That was
Yeah.
it was like a botched port.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you read that they're looking to try and convert all of their series into mobile games?
I have not read,
Oh crap!
that yet, but yeah, you're mentioning something about that. That's curious. They say that they still care about console games, still think they're important, but I just think they don't have the budget and time and resources to do giant AAA titles for consoles like they used to.
And that is unfortunate because Konami was defined by its AAA games.
Yeah. Oh, another weird thing is that I don't know if you recall or not, but
Yeah.
a few weeks ago they pulled themselves off of the New York Stock Exchange in North America.
I saw that. I thought that was weird too, because that.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna speculate that they're in some kind of financial issues.
Yeah. I mean, I actually thought about putting a Kickstarter together to try and fund a hostile takeover of the company.
That'd be interesting.
It would.
Too bad we don't really have many people in Japan that would help with it.
Yeah.
I doubt they'd sell out to an American.
Well, honestly, yeah, I don't really care who's running it. I just care that they're making good games.
Yeah.
It's like uh, it's like when Atlas was bought by Sega.
Yeah.
At
I was okay with that purchase.
Yeah, Atlas didn't stop being awesome, and Sega actually he gave them the ability to go ahead and resurrect old titles like Phantasy Star and
Yeah.
whatnot.
I don't know
But
if they've done too much with that, but
no,
still.
Atlas has got a bunch of stuff of their own that they're working on.
Yeah. I was hoping that they would work on Skies of Arcadia, but
Yeah, I kind of wish that they would go ahead and hire the guys who did the Growlancer series to do a Sonic the Hedgehog tactical RPG.
yeah. I think it'd be. I wish they would have more Atlas characters in certain Sega things. I think it'd be
Yeah,
really interesting if they did like an All Stars RPG that includes characters from all the series, but
that would be awesome. Yeah.
those things don't always mix too well.
No, it's like
It's
some
really
things can get.
picky,
Yeah.
like how PlayStation Battle Royale
Oh God.
it could have like had a lot of good potential, but the fact is they tried to change it so it wasn't Smash Bros.
When in fact
At
they should have
all.
copied it more than they
Yeah, they should
did.
have just stuck with that formula. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't blame them for not wanting it to be like the exact same thing.
I mean, it's pretty much all based around final smashes. You gotta do enough to get your final smash, and it's like it makes doing the damage almost entirely pointless because then and you can't hurt them any other way. You can't knock them off the map. But yeah, I read on Kotaku that the statement on Kotaku that Konami put out um, said something like they were planning on trying to adapt Metal Gear and Silent Hill and Castlevania and all their big franchises, like even their not so big franchises probably. And essentially, it read like they were planning on making a Final Fantasy all the bravest of Konami characters. Some kind of fee to pay or free to wait. Yeah,
Hmm.
time waster that it's got no purpose being an actual game.
I know, Alex. I'm concerned about Konami. Just
Yeah.
I think back on all these years, all these good titles and the entertainment they brought me, and if they have to cancel a few projects, as long as they bring some good stuff back, I'll be okay with it in the end. But
Yeah.
if they sell out completely or ruin everything that they have, then I'm gonna be disappointed.
Well, I'm a huge Metal Gear fan. You know that.
Me
And
as well.
it's like,
I'm just waiting for five to drop,
yeah.
but like
Yeah. It's like 5 and Ground Zeroes. Was first off, the way they handled Ground Zeroes was deplorable. Second, um, the way the fact that they've delayed. First off, they delayed Metal Gear Solid 5. Then they fired the guy who made the series awesome.
yeah. Oh, Kojima.
Yeah.
Uh, so Alex,
Yep.
how's playing through this game been?
Um, this guy in particular is kind of hard to deal with because he moves really fast. This is one of the bosses, by the way. Um, this game is pretty good. It's supposedly about a 30-hour game. You got the 20-hour main campaign and then a 10-hour side story of his. It's like you run into this enchantress, Della, who was your adventuring partner, but she betrayed you and blah blah blah. Anyways, you run into her and then you're gonna play as her in the extra mode once you unlock that. But it's like the grid-based movement is a little bit weird. See, because you
archaic, but then again, I don't know how far they went with the PSP's ability to render and perform.
The thing about this guy is you gotta pin him in a corner.
I still haven't got myself
Come
a
on.
PSP title. I'm actually looking at my one friend and me. I have a copy of Portable Ops because
Cool.
I kind of had a PSP for a while. My friend has a PSP. Neither of us have beaten Portable Ops, and we're looking at play through it and hopefully beat it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna probably try to, if hopefully I get a job soon, invest into getting an AV output so we can both kind of play it together.
Yeah, that would be. AV outs is a good investment with a PSP.
Indeed.
Yeah, what I heard. Can you go ahead and look that up on Kotaku right away?
Alright.
Because I want to make sure that I'm. Whoa! Yeah, when you really start hitting him, he does that.
On Konami?
Yeah, go ahead and look up that. I think it was like yesterday when I read that. I just want to make sure that what I'm saying is correct, because from what I understand, they said a bunch of stuff about focusing on mobile gaming, but they don't even need to do that. In all honesty, they've got those pachinko machines and stuff over the.
Yeah, that's like when people were rumoring Sega was having issues. Of course, Sega's having international issues, but
Yeah.
regardless of that, they're not going to go bankrupt anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, regardless of whether or not they think Alien Isolation was a failure, or just because it only sold 2 million copies and was a critical darling.
Yeah, but anyway, Alex, I think I'm going to get going now. I'm going to get something
Cool,
to
man.
drink and eat. I'll hopefully talk to you later. And good
Yep.
luck with what you're doing.
You too, man. Bye.
Bye.
Well, on that note, everybody, I'm going to try and back up. Go outside the room here. Heal up. And I'll see you later with some more Brandish The Dark Revenant. No, actually, I'll see you later with some more Dungeons and Dragons.